Trojan on the beat. It's the rundown, everything you need to know. It's the rundown, everything you need for show. It's the rundown, and I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show, who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts, there's more you need to know. Crypto politics and culture, always keep it real. Teaching you the truth, showing you how I feel. Stay informed with me, and I break it down with ease. Every single day, bringing expertise. Current events and trends, I analyze with care. Knowledge is the power that we all can share. Yeah, y'all, hit that like button. Share the stream, and join the team. And you already know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Blood.
Yo, it's Crypto Blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, and just Bloods do. Bad motherfucker, but in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's why Crypto Blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Yo, it's NYBZ on the mic, coming through the mist, talking crypto and privacy things you can't dismiss. Use hoops, wild jungle, I'm the lion, can't resist. Guiding through the blockchain, teaching about the risk. Mind your biz, don't miss.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing it live. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Did you know that Bitcoin can be confiscated? Did you know that? Did you know that? We're going to talk about that today. Not trading activities, but something I definitely want to talk about. Hit that like button as you guys get in here today. Again, welcome to the show. Crazy, wild morning we got going on. As you guys probably already know, I'm going to bring up the Scalpalytics Pro. We have actually tuned that, retuned it to include UK zone, which is great because it gets us a little bit more in sync with going into the US trading zone. So if you probably, if you're a member, you already know because you refreshed your link by now. Hopefully you have. If not, refresh that link so you can see the most updated Scalpalytics Pro V2. So we huge drop kind of right out the open, and now we're trying to build momentum back upwards. We've got Trump out here saying he's now about to invade Cuba, and you know, people are just ignoring all of this. It doesn't make any sense, ladies and gentlemen. It does not make any sense. Plunge protection team is at it. They're doing OT, man. They're getting paid OT. They're coming up. Coming check should look very, very good. Wisdom Bar says, yo, we in this piece, not like the peace talks. Yeah, right, exactly. Absolutely insane, bro. Absolutely insane. So anything for clicks is saying here, everyone keeps saying we going lower, then it pumps higher. 90K? Question mark? I don't, you know, I'm going to say no, but if listen, if they're able to continue to do the unbelievable, look at this. NASDAQ, S&P pull back after hitting fresh all-time highs. So what they're doing, because they're losing in the war, they want to make sure they win on the tape. They want to make sure the stocks are winning because it keeps the sheeple thinking that everything is fine, but it only is for those that are ill-informed, it is only keeping you more vulnerable every day that goes by. Every day that goes by, it's keeping you vulnerable to what is going to be happening here very soon. What is going to be happening very soon, in my opinion, is a tsunami, an economic tsunami that we haven't seen. Maybe, I mean, can we say COVID? Maybe we can say COVID. I don't know. I think it's worse. I think it's going to be worse than COVID. I think it's going to be worse than COVID, guys. So we shall see. We shall see. But that's what they're doing. They're trying to keep things and people calm and not panic by printing the tape, printing the Dow Jones, the S&P, the NASDAQ, you know. And it's just crazy because VIX is up today, 2.3%. Insane. We'll take a look at the charts here in a minute. The main chart. I just showed you the Scalpalytics Pro chart. We're now heading back upwards. We did get a chance to take a little profit here on the short. But, I mean, it's just back and forth, back and forth. They're keeping this thing up. Great Depression 2.0. I don't know if I want to go that far, but maybe we could say what was the GFC, Great Financial Crisis 2.0? Maybe we can say that 2008 2.0. I need to find the movie where the government asked Warren Buffett to save the market back in 2008. PPT Alive. Was it Boiler Room or something like that? Hyben? I'm not sure. Let's get our music going. Hit that like button as you guys get in here. Let's get more people in here. Let's get more people in here, ladies and gents. I think you're talking about situation, not situation room. Margin call, maybe. Is it margin call? I can't remember. Why not? Everyone losing their jobs to bots. Yeah. I'm talking specifically this war. Not necessarily. And hey, maybe they're doing this to cover for something that's coming in regards to, you know, the AI apocalypse. I don't know, bro. Scalpalytics Pro, check it out right now. Available over at bloodalytics.com. Link in the description below. I'll have a QR code on the screen here shortly as well, so you can check that out very, very quickly. Now, if you want to test it out for a test drive, all you got to do is have a Weeks account. I'm doing a special promo with Weeks. All right, 7-day trial. So you can scan that QR code. It'll take you directly to the landing page. If you don't have a Weeks account, you will be able to create one right there on the site, and then plop in your UID number, username, and email. Username from your TradingView account, that is. Username from your TradingView account and your email address, and bada boom, bada bing, you are locked and loaded. So make sure you do that today. Start your test drive right now. Now, I want to go back over here because I need to show you guys what's going on our Bart Simpson chart. Right? We need to check out what's going on with the Barts today. Again, look at this. Dip, then we come back up. They're just trying to wash out everyone possible right now in these markets. If we take a look at the main chart where Bart is, and Elmo somewhere down there, he's been patiently waiting for us. So we've bounced off of this area of support now, right? Resistance, previous resistance becomes future support. So this was the manipulation chart candle that happened 6 o'clock after hours on Monday that artificially broke us above this zone. and I'm sure it was something similarly done on the equity side, but it pushed us above that support or resistance area, now become support, and now we've been trying to bounce off of that area. But I feel like if somehow, some way the PPT stops, which it might not, so we may just continue to go higher. But if not, if some reason they can't continue the PPT, which I don't know why they couldn't, they got unlimited money. In any other scenario, I would see a rollover and a break back below $73,000 Bitcoin. But so far we are looking artificially bullish, and if I pull this trend to the upside now, you'll see where our targets will be, where you will want to watch to the downside, as far as an area to bounce off of, not an area to, we basically need to cross below $69,000 for us to trigger some type of rollover in the markets. But again, we've got AI taking all the jobs. We got World War V, 6 and 7, and S&P and NASDAQ at all-time highs. Like nothing is wrong. This shit is just unbelievable. But that is your line right there. You want to watch a $70,000 support area on Bitcoin is probably in play if the PPT continues to exist. All right, so that is what's in play. And then you can even go one higher. You can pivot in one higher like that. Laser going straight through Bart's eye. So that's the second one. Third one is really, it's overkill, but we'll do it anyway. Here's your third. A little premature, but there it is. I like to see more than 2 taps on a trend line to consider it a real legitimate trend. But that's what we have right here, guys, as it stands. Found it. The movie is called Too Big to Fail. Oh, Too Big to Fail, 2011. All right, we gotta check that out. Too Big to Fail, 2011. Let's go ahead and can't say I remember that movie. Too Big to Fail, 2011. Let's see about that one. Have I seen this one? I have not. I have not seen this one, bro. Is it on Netflix? Looks like it's on Netflix. I'll have to check that one out. Definitely have to check that one out, bro. Definitely have to check that one out. I have not heard of that movie there. Again, make sure you guys hit that like button so we get more people in here on the stream. That really helps get those eyes on the prize. All right, so look, bounce there. So these are areas of support now on the uptrend, and this has pretty much been the uptrend since April 4th. Once we fully broke out of this downward triangle here, or downward channel. We've been in this channel for a while, so this was the channel we were heading down, and then we broke out and bounced off the back or top side of that, and that was the confirmation, and we've been going up ever since. And it's really been since PPT, Plunge Protection Team, activated this program. And yeah, we'll probably just continue to head trickle higher for no apparent reason, but it doesn't matter for us, Bloodalytics. No matter what I think, we're going to trade the trend. So it really does not matter to me or to us, right? We're going to trade the trend. We're going to go with whichever direction the Plunge Protection Team wants to take us. Currently, though, we are short. And this would be a great area to place your short, because we're pretty much right back at entry on this short for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. For Bitcoin, you would hide your stop loss above 74,700, and then you would, for your short on Ethereum, you will hide your stop above 2334, 2,334 on the stop there. Don't forget, tomorrow we will not be doing a normal live stream at 11 o'clock. I'll be doing a 12 o'clock live stream with WeX the Best. Ladies and gents, come join me. Got a special guest coming in tomorrow. Let's see if I can bring that up really quickly. I forgot to cue that for us, but we do have a special guest. I put it actually out on X. I'll bring it up there really quickly. Let's bring it up on X. Come join us tomorrow, guys. I've got Crux of Crypto coming in, checking in with CB. Fake rally or real shift? That's the question. You know, Crux is a altcoin specialist, so it'll be very interesting to see what he thinks about this move. Mustafa in the house. Hey, brother. How you doing there, brother? XRP junkie. How's XRP doing, man? Enzo in the house. What's going on, bro? Good morning, Blood. Hey. Hey, 46 a day. My God. Happy birthday, AI Griff. Happy birthday, man. Hopefully another 300-400 more years. 500. AI says real shift. Bottom is in. Trump won it only. Trump won it only time now to moon. Trump won what? Trump won what? The war? Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. So AI Griff says the real shift bottom is in. It's interesting. So you think that the war is just a non-event, won't affect any risk on assets, AI Griff? HBD AI Griff. Yes, sir. Happy birthday to AI Griff again. Round of applause to him. Hit that like button, ladies and gents, as you get in here. Trump, okay, war. So let me go back here. Trump, war. Man, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Mustafa. Get your sentence together. So yeah, join us tomorrow, guys. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. I think we'll have a great time tomorrow. Weeks. Again, if you guys want to try the Scalpalytics Pro out, 7-day free trial, you can do that. Scan that QR code you see on the screen. Now, let's take a look at the altcoin chart. You know I love that altcoin chart. That really does put a pulse on things, in my opinion. S&P 500 at 7K, bottom probably in. War been done, gas going down. I only go by cycle, and timing is left leaning now. I don't care about news. Okay. Well, you know, news drive. So technicals don't drive markets. They may do it in the short run, but news and fundamentals actually drive markets. Technicals will drive markets in the short run, but long run, long term, it cannot push markets in a certain direction. You got to have fundamentals there. Eventually the war will stop being a narrative for the markets. I agree, but are we early? How long did 2022 one last on the charts? What war in 2022? I don't think we had a war in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Did we? I don't think so. I know last year we had the little incursion with Iran where we obliterated everything, says Trump. Now we're going into Cuba, ladies and gents. FYI. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick, man. You guys got to see this. I wanted to show you. Let me just check on the markets really quickly. I wanted to show you guys the I wanted to show you this article or tweet on X. But before we do that, I do want to show you this. All right, so we did get the bounce off of the backside or top side of that downward trend line for the alts. And then this morning at 8 a.m., we triggered higher and crossed back above the trend line. Okay. And so that is a bullish signal there for the altcoin season or altcoin sector. This chart is pretty much every coin except Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I've overlaid Bloodalytics line on it as well. So that is a breakout to the upside here. Now again, I'm still not in the markets. I got out of the markets at $78,000 Bitcoin. Altcoins are still much lower than where I got out. So I am still in a position if I wanted to pull the trigger to get in lower than where I got out. Now here's the thing. This area right here, $76,000 Bitcoin. We break that, we will get another flare up. 76, mark that, $76,000 Bitcoin. I personally am, you know, I know AI Griff and some others in the chat feel like we are heading higher and it's over, but I don't believe so. I'm still what I think is going to happen. Here's the scenario where plunge protection team can't fix things. Again, I told you that this war started, what, 6 weeks ago, right? Trump and the administration have been doing various things to manipulate the oil markets. I did a video yesterday. Go watch it. Yesterday afternoon, I did a video basically showing you that Scott Bessent admitted to manipulating the oil markets so that Russia won't and Iran won't benefit from the they released their they took the sanctions off of Iran and Russia for their oil, but they at the same time slam oil so they won't benefit from higher prices. Here's the problem. You can keep prices on paper low. All that does is deplete the supply, the real supply you have in the pipeline right now. When the war started, we had a complete shut off of all oil supplies. Not all, but 20% of oil globally, including fertilizer, you know, some other things that are important for chip making, right? That happened and hasn't really started back up, right? So it's like a lightning bolt. We saw the lightning, but we haven't heard the crack yet. We haven't heard the sound of the lightning strike, and that is coming in the next I would say next week. Next week you'll start to see a real strain. It's already happening, you know, around the world, but I think domestically you're going to start to see prices creep higher as the actual physical supply is no longer there. And I don't care what you do on the paper side. If the supply isn't there, they are forced to sell at a higher price. So I think we still are well before the economic tsunami that will cause things to unravel on the risk on asset side. And that's what I'm waiting on. No matter what plunge protection team does, they can't stop that part. And so that's what I'm banking on. We'll see what happens though. We will definitely see what happens. But I'm strongly convicted on that, and that has nothing to do with technicals. Again, We'll see how it plans out, but that has nothing to do with technicals. Market goes to Elmo when Gray BTC gets bullish on Bitcoin. Oh, he's bearish on Bitcoin as well. Enzo said, I said 75K will be the make or break. I think I remember you saying that too. Oh, the Russia-Ukraine war started in 2022. Yeah, sure did. D Fuentes in the house. Cuba this week, Cuba, next month, Greenland. Yeah, a lot of people didn't. Yeah, they're really messing with the live stream alerts today. D Fuentes, no, a lot of people aren't getting alerts. So hit that like button. Hit that like button, guys. Everyone on the sideline. Everyone gets in at 90K only to top next market at 150. Market goes, let's see, figure out war started and we didn't recover until November 2022. Plunge protection team has been working overtime. These peace talks are boo-boo. I saw ships pass through Oman side of the strait. Yeah, no, they're contrary to XRP Junkie, there, I don't know if he might be watching Fox News, but there is no Trump is not blocking. There's no real blockade. Ships are coming in and out that are allowed by Iran. They're nowhere near any type of peace talk or agreement. The U.S. went to Istanbul not looking for a peace talk, or if they were, it got blocked by Benjamin Netanyahu. So nothing has changed in regards to a resolution to this war. And remember, so here's one thing to keep in mind, AI Griff. And someone look this up. When does the ceasefire end? That's what we should really be asking, because this rally, in addition to the plunge protection team, this rally is probably people feeling eased about a ceasefire. When does the ceasefire end? That's the question you should be asking yourself, because that is it. Listen, I think it's a 2-week ceasefire. I don't know when it started. I think it's gonna end sometime next week. Is it Wednesday of next week or Thursday of next week? I can't remember if it's Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Let me know when the ceasefire ends, because that's the day we want to mark on our calendars. That is the day we want to mark on our calendars. Somebody let me know when the ceasefire ends. I have no clue. Tuesday. Okay, that's what I thought. Wednesday, Tuesday. All right. That is the day. So let's go ahead and do this. First, let me check on our trades. We put a second short on the Bitcoin run up on Scalpalytics Pro V2. Right there. Second short. And we're about to start rolling over now. But that's what we want to put on our calendar, on our charts, guys. See, what you got to understand is fundamentals drive core trends in markets. Now, I heard that White House, kind of quietly asked for an extension on the ceasefire, doing that old Trump shit again. And I think Iran is saying no. Agree to the terms that you agreed to before meeting in Istanbul last week. And then we can talk about an extension. But if you're not willing to give up anything and you're losing the war, you have no leverage. So this is the day, guys, right here. What happens on Tuesday? Do we get some type of, you know, because Trump comes out every day and just lies. He just lies, blatantly lies. Yeah, they called me. He said yesterday that Iran called him. He said that China called him. He asked them to stop supplying weapons to Iran, and he said that they would stop, and just making shit up just to manipulate the price of the stock market. And it's just so strange that I've come to the conclusion that it's really not the stock market believing him. It's just cover for them to run plunge protection team operations every time he comes out with that news. I've been slowly getting back in the market. Okay. Yeah, it's tax season for sure. Maybe in his head they did call. Man, he is stage 1. Nah, he might be stage 2. I called it months ago, Enzo, didn't I? I called him frontal lobe Trump before anybody was saying it. Go back and watch. Before anyone was saying anything about dementia and him going, I said frontal lobe Trump. I gave him the name. Ukraine, Gaza, Palestine, Iran, Cuba, and Greenland. Yeah, we stay at war. We sure do, man. BTC said Bitcoin going to 55K, and then it pumped. He was hyped on Moonding. It lost 95% of its value. Hey, man, it's tough with these altcoins. It's tough with these altcoins, bro. I don't really mess with them as far as investment. I just trade it because it's all a scam. To be honest with you, I just trade the volatility because it still to this day is no other market that is quite like it. You know, so let's see here. Again, hit that like button, ladies and gents. All right, maybe we got some news coming out. We're heading higher again, leg up again. AI Griff, is he right? Is he right? Is he right? Let's see let's get over to X and see what we got. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something really quickly as well. Let's go to bookmarks. I bookmarked this. Hexeth says they're launching Operation Economic Fury. What the hell is that? What is Economic Fury? What the hell is Economic Fury? I heard someone say that yesterday, actually. Okay, this is what the first thing I wanted to show you. This is crazy. So everyone knows who the professor is, right? So Chinese professor, I forgot how you say his name. Zhang Ziqing says Bitcoin is a CIA operation, questioning where the blockchain servers are located. I'm starting to think he's a CIA operation. How about that? How about that, bro? Where the servers located? Come on, man. Come on, professor. Hilarious. But this one here is something that is interesting, and I want to get your feedback on this, guy. Cyberpunk Jamison Lop and other Bitcoin developers are proposing a BIP 361 to freeze quantum vulnerable wallets. How do y'all feel about this? Is Bitcoin really what we say it is? If they can just come in, a small group of people can come in and just change stuff. I'm not saying that they would. I mean, this is of course a good reason to, but should they? Yes, he is a Canadian citizen. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Mori, you're so right. My X account is at @CryptoBlood_. At @CryptoBlood_, my friend. There you go, right there. At @CryptoBlood_. What wallets are those? Good question. Probably the dormant, the dormant Satoshi wallets, like Satoshi's dormant wallet with the 1.1 million coins. So this is what I've been telling you guys was going to be an issue. It's not the encryption portion of mining. It's the because Bitcoin has two sides of encryption. I'm talking about what Bitcoin's issue is, and where quantum threatens is being able to take that public key, which is your address, and running it through a quantum computer and quantum algorithms to decrypt the private key. And they're going to be able to do that, and I said another 2 years. Another 2 years. I saw that upgrade may split again. I like LOP. They don't want to compromise Satoshi wallets. Professor Wing needs to track them servers. Shout out to GZ, Big GZ in the building. Shakizi says freezing wallets is a bad idea. Will kill Bitcoin. At least they are starting to look for a quantum threat solution. There is no solution, my friend. That's the problem. A fork, hard fork. But I think I believe we might be too far for that. I don't know, man. Why would Craig just move his Bitcoin to an updated wallet? Why wouldn't Craig? Bro, AI. It's been years, bro. I think before you even found my channel, bro, I was warning people about this quantum situation. So I believe the Genesis wallet is unable to move the tokens. Those are frozen, but all the other, he had a whole bunch of wallets early on. It's just the Genesis one is frozen, I believe. Coins, the contract is set up, the wallet is set up somehow in the code where it won't be able to move, but any other early Satoshi wallet is definitely vulnerable. No, there's no, you can brute force. There is no logic in Bitcoin's protocol which prevents you from trying your private key. So you can just put that public key into a machine. It can be it doesn't even have to be, this is the crazy thing, Big GZ. The machine that you're using doesn't even have to be attached to the internet. You just need a public key address, and you can put it in the program and just run trillions and quadrillions of permutations on the quantum level and find that private key. Yeah. From my understanding, AI Griff, they cannot move those. The Genesis wallet, it's one wallet, right? The initial wallet, I don't think, but he's got millions of coins in other wallets as well. Collectively, he's got a lot of, you know, like they said, 1.1 million coins. Wow. Applar's Bar says, years ago, someone broke into my Exodus wallet. I still don't know how they did it. Brother, there have been numerous occasions where wallets have just been empty. One being Loop-JR, which is a Bitcoin core developer wallet drained. $7 million worth of Bitcoin drained out of nowhere. And you know, if anyone, he's going to be a person that is using high operational security. So it's already, I think it's already happening, but it's still very hard for it to occur. But again, it's an exponential thing. And in another year, you're going to see more and more wallets. We all heard about the XRP guy. Shout out to XRP Junkie. I'm sure he knows about that XRP gentleman. That his wallet just got wiped out of nowhere. He didn't even. Oh, Alfredo Holmes. Alfredo Holmes. Changing the code to allow freezing wallets is worse than Bitcoin hackers getting hold. I think I agree with him. I understand the justification, but I agree. It kills the whole, because at that point, guess what? There is an attack vector on Bitcoin. And the attack vector on Bitcoin are the developers. The core developers who are able to, if they are able to pass a BIP 361, that means that governments could attack them, pressure them, coerce them into doing whatever they want. So yes, I agree, bro. Like, this is not a good look. This is not a good look, man. It is not a good look at all. So I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you. So Michael Saylor running a Ponzi scheme. Yep. I don't know if you guys saw that CoffeeZilla episode. Again, another thing the Crypto Blood's been telling you forever. If you have anything with stealing, they're going to break into it. The best multiple wallets, separate everything. Yeah, I agree. You definitely have to split your wallets up and have wallets not touch other wallets. Don't let your wallets taint each other. I have so many wallets. I don't talk about any of my stuff. Just keep a low profile. The Exodus wanted the Exodus. I had to Bitcoin. That's when they broke into it. Yep. And you got your Exodus wallet from, I'm assuming you got it directly from Exodus, not from like Amazon or eBay. So yeah, interesting proposal here. And like Chikizi said, it would ruin and be worse than some hackers getting into it and cracking it. I totally agree. I totally agree. In other news, I'll talk about this probably later on my other video I do in the evening. Pentagon approaches GM, Ford, and other large automotive manufacturers to discuss shifting from automotive development to weapons and military supply production. Somebody go put this old man, sit him down somewhere. He is out of control, bro. Like, I am so disappointed I voted for him. Sailors handing out dividends you may not get. 11%, bro, is diabolical. There's no way you can sustain 11% dividends, bro. And this is what I mean. He's going to implode. It's unsustainable, guys. It literally is BitConnect 2.0. And y'all just, these people are just so dumb. So dumb. But we trading live, ladies and gentlemen. Scalpalytics Pro V2 on deck. It's been a whiplash session today. I think it just depends on what. Oh man, that's so crazy. So bears tried to smash us again. We bouncing off of again the support area of 73,500 Bitcoin price. They're trying to keep us up. Do a real quick pulse check on Israel and Lebanon agreed to a 10-day ceasefire. I can't stand LBJ, but he warned us about the military industrial complex. Yep. Oh man, definitely, bro. Definitely. He's a Jay Morris. He's a Jay Morrison of crypto, man. Nonsense. So that's what the little pop was. Lebanon, Israel agrees to a 10-day ceasefire, which means absolutely nothing. And Trump might be lying too. Who knows? Like, everything he says is a lie. He just does this to keep the markets elevated. But you can only do that for so long before real consequences are felt in the on Main Street. What is a 10-day ceasefire going to do? And my question is, here's why this is going to be an epic failure. Lebanon is such a pussy, excuse my French. They won't even stand up to, they just allow Israel to come into their country, demolish it, terrorize Beirut, a beautiful city, and they did nothing. They sat by and did nothing. And they just let Hezbollah just defend their country for them, instead of the Lebanese military joining forces with Hezbollah because a foreign nation is entering your country. They just sat to the side and did absolutely nothing. So I think that Lebanon, Hezbollah has no respect for Lebanon military. And they're not going to agree with the ceasefire. The ceasefire has to be made with Hezbollah, not with Lebanese military. So this is another headline market manipulation move. Yeah, 8%, you know, that's realistic, but 11.5% is diabolical, guys. Everything coming out of the Pentagon is a complete lie. Everything coming from Trump is a lie. They're just going to lie their way, they think, into keeping markets up. Don't worry. Don't you worry, Crypto Blood. 4 months before the election, it'll all be cleaned up. Gas will go all the way down. Stock markets, crypto will go up, and will be just in time for a happy vote. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think the war will probably end before the midterms, with a capitulation by the U.S. We can't sustain. Exactly, bro. Israel pulled to Palestine and Lebanon, man. And nobody is stopping these Nazi. They're just straight Nazi. They're neo-Nazis. All right, sweet. I'll check that out. They're neo-Nazis, guys, and I just don't understand why only a few countries have the balls to really stand up to them. One being Spain. Spain is I have to give, round of applause to Spain. They said enough is enough. I think Italy as well. So we got this fib that 420 is referring to, that we're, let me do this really quickly. So we got a fib the AI is talking about. We are fighting at 76, which is interesting because I said 75 6 or 75 600. So that's all in the same range, right? And yeah, man, I mean, it is building momentum. I like the rounding that we're seeing, but all of this momentum is off. This is the problem. It's all off of fake, propagandized news. So even a flare up above this fib it needs real conviction to continue. And I just personally think we're going to see a rollover of epic proportions. Could be wrong. But thank you for that analysis, though. That's a great picture of where we are. For sure. It's weird that Turkey's leader denied airspace to U.S. and Israel, and now they have 2 school shootings. Turkish people don't have guns like this. When I tell you Israel is the evil of the earth, bro, they are so evil it does not make sense. As a nation, they are just complete and utterly evil people. And I heard someone say, we're not talking about the Jews of Israel. We're talking about the IDF and, Benjamin Netanyahu and all of that. We want to get those people out. No, because quiet as it's kept, from my last understanding, 85 or 90% of the Jewish people in Israel approve of what BB Netanyahu is doing. So I gotta group all y'all niggas in the same thing. Sorry. I got you. So the blue lines are trend lines from 2019. Gotcha. Yeah, I think I think we're going to test 64.60 range again, man. We'll see. Good analysis, though. Good analysis. Kanye was right. And I used to rag on Kanye, bro. I used to like, man, this guy has lost his mind. What is he talking about? And lo and behold, what do you know? Hit that like button, ladies and gents. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up and getting the chat activity up. That helps too. Got more people in here finally. Again, tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join a brother. I'll be hosting the weekly recap. So come join me. I have a special host, or special guest, I should say. Crux of Crypto will be tuning in with us, giving us his analysis on the altcoins. So he's all about the altcoins, baby. So we'll definitely get some alpha from him. Crypto, did you see one last dip to about the 50s, high 40s, as everyone else is saying? Do I see that? Yeah, I do, bro. And I didn't know everyone else was saying that. I hate that that's the case. If everyone is saying that, then AI Griff might be right. No, but I do. I see us sweeping lower. I see us sweeping lower. Maybe the timing was off for aka Default, aka John Hill. His timing was off. He said we would hit 78K Bitcoin by the weekend. Maybe we still hit 78K and then we roll over. But I don't see this sustaining at all. It's no, I just, no way. No way. Shakizi, thank you for tuning in, my friend. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. Drop a comment in the video after the stream. And join the team, bloodalytics.com. Link in the description below. Once you join, we got free parameter pack for Zcash, going crazy. You can also enhance your algo with the Silver's Future pack. We got Brent Crude 1 minute scalping available now. We're going in, man. Going in. It's building. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing. We're going. We're going. We're going. We're going. We're growing. We're growing. And we're going. All right. Until tomorrow, I'll see you guys. Peace.
It. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.